Hello again. Ni hao. It's been a long time since I've made any videos. We've been pretty busy with my daughter having piano lessons basically 6 days a week. She needs to practice and she has a lesson. Going to ballet. And one other thing. What else does she do? Piano, ballet, and Chinese class on Saturdays as well. So we're just really busy and it's hard for me to find any time to to record anything. But just had our final ballet recital. We had a final Chinese class yesterday. We're still going to do piano. I guess that's year-round, but you got to stay in practice. So we're celebrating a little bit today with all that being finished. We're going to have some hot pot. We're going to make some homemade Chinese hot pot. I guess there's a couple variations. We're doing a little simpler today. Usually my wife will start early and chop up some, well, you can get them at the Chinese grocery store or wherever, already cut, some pork ribs. And she'll make a pork rib soup. Just basically boil the ribs with some ginger slices and some cooking wine. I think that's it. And kind of get that as a base going, and then later on start adding a lot of other stuff. Alright, so you can see we've started to put stuff, or I should say my wife has started to put stuff together. I've been helping, let's say. So we have some, this is like a fish cake, basically. These are kind of tasty. This is also a fish cake. All this stuff you can find in an Asian grocery store, and you know, there's variations of it. All I can say is you just have to try it, see if you like it. This is a rice cake. It's kind of a tube-shaped rice cake, and it works pretty good with hot pot. It soaks up the sauce. For any diabetic people out there listening, of course, don't eat that. I eat a couple of them because everything else here is pretty much no sugar and very low carb even. When I eat this food, my sugar level usually goes down. So for any diabetic people out there listening, this is a pretty good thing to eat actually as a diabetic, minus the rice cakes. If you cut that out, it's awesome. So anyway, we also have some, this is imitation crab. I like it, it's pretty tasty. It's just whitefish, I think, with some crab flavoring. And this is some additional, is this tilapia?
Yes.
Yeah, some tilapia and mushrooms, and I can't stress mushrooms enough. There are a lot of different kinds of mushrooms. I think we just call these oyster mushrooms here. Yeah. These are my favorite, and they're awesome. And there's a couple different kinds out there. I don't know what the difference is, but I know that the ones that we get at the grocery store we go to are really good. And these are just normal white mushrooms, whatever they're called. And we have more stuff we're putting together over here too. This is tofu. It's not tofu. I mean, it's tofu in a knot, not tofu. It's knotted tofu, if that made any sense. And these are some fish balls. There's a lot of different kinds of fish balls out there too, and you'll see some that are you know, handmade or freshly made or whatever in some of the stores. There was a store in Charlotte that we used to go to that had really good freshly made fish balls. This place, the Great Wall, we've tried some of the ones that look like they're freshly made, and we actually like the ones that are frozen a little bit better. And some of them have like pork or beef inside. Makes them
pork inside.
Yeah, this one has a pork inside. I like these; they're pretty good. And of course, more tofu. These little square, kind of look like little bread tofu. Soaks up the sauce really good. And the spicy sauce we put in the hot pot. It doesn't have to be spicy, but we make ours pretty spicy. And you'll see the pot, I'll show you in a minute, has two sides, so you can have a spicy side and a non-spicy side. And this is another mushroom she just snagged. These are long mushrooms.
Seafood mushroom. It's called a seafood mushroom.
Seafood mushroom, okay. There's another kind like that. They're a little shorter. They're pretty much the same. And is this squid? Octopus.
Yeah.
This is octopus. My wife likes that. I think it has the consistency of an inner tube, so I don't like to eat it. This is beef. You can get, if you're lucky, the Asian store near you has these cut very thin sliced beef and lamb. And sometimes the lamb is really great. We've found that in general the beef is usually good, and sometimes the lamb isn't that great, so we just usually get the beef. It's a pretty safe bet. And I think it's a little bit cheaper. And also these are bamboo shoots. These are really good. I've got another video that shows my wife cutting these. I'll try to get her cutting these again today. It's basically the base of the bamboo when it's coming out. And those are really tasty in the hot pot too. And I think that's about all we have that we're going to be getting ready today. Is there anything we left out today? Oh, there's no romaine lettuce here. We have some in the refrigerator. We're going to throw that in. It's good to throw some romaine lettuce or some spinach leaf in there. Gives you a little vegetable to eat, and it also tastes pretty good with the spice. You know, one of the things about Chinese food is they cook with vegetables with sauce, and it just makes the vegetables taste better, not the usual bland American style. All right, so I think our next step is we'll start putting the soup together.